Hello, thank you for clicking play. Today, because you clicked play, I'm gonna take you on a tour of my wife's garden. We're in zone 5B, I think, 5B, depending on who you ask and how you measure it, but we're in zone 5B, and something crazy is going on in zone 5, which is why I have this mask. We got something going on called the corona, and a lot of people thought it was coming from the beer, but I wanted to prove that it's not. So if you do come to visit us in zone 5 and you see people wearing masks, don't be freaked out. It's okay. Just put on a mask yourself and you'll be fine. Drink a Corona. Let's get to the garden. So I just wanted to take you on a tour and kind of just explain everything that I know and don't know.
Okay.
Maybe some things I don't know. So I want to start with these bushes here. These are, I don't like them, but my wife likes them. And I think they're evergreen, but they're not really green, so they're not evergreen. But they do have like this red hue, and they get like they like burn up in the sun, like somebody took a magnifying glass and burned up all their leaves. So that's one reason why I don't like them. They're pretty weak that way. And then if you look down below, you'll see these roses. These are very tiny roses, and they're tiny because they're on sale, and they have a really small price, a low price, because everybody knows that real roses grow large. But my wife is taken after me, and she's gotten cheap. So that's why you kind of get a lot more of smaller things, which is fine. There's a lot of riding going on in the background. You'll hear gunshots. But that's kind of what's going on in zone 5. This right here is a lightning bug. Actually, I think that they're making babies. That looks like to me. But that's not what I was going to show you. This is millennial garlic. It's an allium. It's beautiful. Oh my gosh, they're everywhere. Are those lightning bugs? This is amazing. Look at this. This guy's alone right here, but there's like 2 of them right there on top of one. Oh, I made them fly away. These guys there's 2 more there that are like, this is nuts. I've not ever seen that. That's crazy. But they look like lightning bugs, but at the same time they don't. I don't know. Okay, so that's one thing I don't know about. So here we have what I think are, I think my wife got those from Thailand. She's never been there, but I think that's where she got them from. And they kind of remind me of peonies. Then we start getting into these bushes here, which are definitely evergreen until winter comes. And we've got our cat Domino. He's great. So you'll see a really nice looking boxwood right here. And you know, she did a really good job planting this one. But the rest of these, she actually started from cuttings of another boxwood. But I can't guarantee that because they look way healthier than the cuttings I've seen. So I think that she may have, but I can't guarantee it because the cuttings I saw were really smaller than my pinky. And these are way bigger, so I'm probably wrong. Domino likes to, he actually pulls some of the Japanese beetles off with his, by doing that. He pulls the Jap beetles off, which we have a problem with that sometimes with some plants. And if we move along, it's kind of boring, boxwood and those things. But if we move along, you'll see something that actually really looks like something you could eat. And I think you can, and sometimes you'll find like maple trees in it. They are companion plants. And then we've got, these are actually, see the shape looks like a maple leaf? These actually, we order these from Canada. And we're coming to like the focal point of the whole garden, which is this acorn / pineapple. Now, this is, I mean, we're really doing a service to the environment around us because birds drink from this, the cats drink from this, You know, there's mosquitoes lay larvae in it. It's just like an ecological marvel. And so we spend money on electricity, pumping the water constantly, and it's a good thing. It's a good thing. The mosquito put their larvae in there, they grow up, they turn into adults, they fly away, they become bat food, the bats poop, they fertilize the garden. It's just the circle of life. And then we've got this little hotel here. It's a bee hotel. The bees kind of stay in there if it's kind of cold at night. But don't spend too much time on that. I want to show you. This right here is not rosemary, and I thought it was, but it's lavender. And it smells awesome. It's great. It's a great plant. It's a great plant. That kind of looks like echinacea, or otherwise known as purple coneflower, but I'm not confident, like totally confident that's what it is. But I hope it is, because you know, if I get a cold, I can cut that and have some echinacea. Then we've got this vining plant, and believe it or not, I mean, that's been growing all year, and that's all the taller it's gotten. We've got tomatoes that are way bigger than that. I think it's a waste of time and money. But you'll see more of the millennial garlic with this is more of a hotel than anything. Look at this. I mean, they are all on top of one another. Every flower has got these things, except for these guys. These guys right here are pollinators, and they're doing a great job right now. Good job, guys. Good job. Okay, so now I'm going to take you kind of to the grand finale. Actually, before I get to the finale, I want to show you this red bud. So whenever you're looking for a tree, you've got two kinds of trees. Most people think deciduous and conifers. That's not the case. Actually, you have a single stem tree, and you have what they call a clump tree. So it's got multiple stems. People think people are screwed up. All trees, you have a single stem or a clump, if I remember right. And this is a clump. It's really a clump. It comes out, and if I can move this boxwood, you can see that it comes out of the ground with like multiple stems. It's not a single stem. So that's how you know it's a clump. If it just was one, basically stalk coming up, then you would know that it was a, oh my gosh, this thing needs planted. See all those roots? That's definitely an indication that this thing is looking for a permanent home. But what we've been doing lately is, my wife and I, we do musical chairs, and we come out, we play the music, we start rotating them, and then when the music stops, we have to pull one out. But until that game's over, we started out with like 22, and we're down to, I don't know what, like 8. So go back to the clump. This is a red bud. My wife loves this tree. I don't like red buds. I think that they should be banned from Zone 5. So while I think that red buds should be banned from places like here in Zone 5, my wife disagrees with me, and she really likes it. And so she told me yesterday that I've got to move it this weekend. And I was like, how far? And she's like, Kaiser marked the spot. So Kaiser, our dog, actually marked a spot right here. And so we've got to move it, which is, it's about 6-7 feet. And sounds easy. I bet the root ball's probably too big for me. Let's move on. So here, we're starting to get into some really cool plants. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking that these are rhododendron, but you're wrong. It's a viburnum. It's actually a Korean spice viburnum. Everybody should know that. And then we're starting to get into hydrangea. This one is called ugly. It's actually called ugly. I didn't make that up. It's hideous and needs to be, well, I mean, you gotta have mercy, right? We gotta be merciful to the poor guy. It's not doing anything but being what it was designed to be. Ugly. these guys are beautiful. They're awesome. And if you look at them, you'll see some pink on them and you'll see some brown. The brown is from them being afraid of corona. Just fear does that to flowers. But the pink is from something with pH in the soil, I'm told. And this is a beautiful hydrangea. The variety of this thing is called, I think it's called Snowball, but it might be called something else. I know they've got green gem. They got little green, little giant. I can't remember the name of it. Frick.
Limelight.
Limelight and Little Lime. Thank you. Yeah, so I think it's a limelight. I would say it might be a little lime, but it doesn't look that limey, and it's big. It's not little. But one of my favorite plants is right here. And so this right here, as you can see, I think these are daisies, and you can see that we try to keep them cut nice and flush, but sometimes they poke up, and so you want to just kind of go in there and try to trim them, make sure that everything's like really. I'll come back and get those later after the video. And then these are, you see these right here look like watermelon, and that's why we planted them. We thought they were watermelon, but they're not. They're actually this purple flower here, which some people think is chicory, which you can make coffee from, but it's not. I tried making it. It's really, really awful. Oh, look at that. So thank you for visiting my wife's garden. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, if you come to Zone 5, make sure you bring one of these, and come, knock. You can have one of these with me, and we'll both wear one of these, and it'll be fun. Thanks.